J.J. Abrams is all set and ready to bring a return of 3 legacy characters in Episode 9, Luke, Leia, and Lando, which we'll get into in just a second. But also we have 8 new characters coming into play for this movie. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that J.J. Abrams is doing, like I say, he's bringing 3 legacy characters back, and we're also getting 8 new characters actually being put into Star Wars Episode 9's plot, one of which is Keri Russell's character codenamed Mara. A lot of people are wondering on whether or not she's going to be a redone version of Mara Jade from the EU/Star Wars Legends, or if she's just going to be a completely new character and the codename Mara is just a little nod to the fans. We'll have to wait and see. But looking past all of this, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. As far as one of the set designs actually go, involving Adam Driver, this is where things get very interesting. Adam Driver is set to shoot a sequence over in Cardington during the middle of December on a set that will include the interior of the Millennium Falcon, indicating that Kylo Ren may invade the Falcon or maybe even steal it. The sequence actually includes only himself with no known extras part of the scene. Another sequence will involve Adam Driver piloting inside of a cockpit that is currently under construction that could be the Millennium Falcon itself. Now, meanwhile, Billy D. Williams is set to do one of his scenes in the beginning of December with Eunice Swatama, who plays Chewbacca, with dozens of extras on board of a massive ship with a 360-degree green screen. Now, this is where things get really intriguing, at least for me. So the set piece will rotate with Billy D seated on one of the gunner seats of the ship with Chewbacca. And lastly, Keri Russell's character, who is codenamed Mara, will be filming a scene next week where she will be seated on a speeder on an unknown and new world. The set is described as having many rivers and cliffs, and Keri will be doing some fight scenes with extras dressed as new types of creatures in Episode 9. I wanted to really focus on Kylo Ren here. Now, I believe that this matches up with the concept art description over the summer. I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was a lot of light talk about Kylo Ren being in the Millennium Falcon cockpit itself. So, with that being said, the fact that Adam is actually shooting a sequence on set where the interior of the Falcon is a part of that set tells us that he could either A, be invading this thing, or B, he's actually going to steal the Millennium Falcon from the Resistance for some kind of, reason that we are unaware of. Why else would Kylo Ren go inside the Falcon? Maybe it's to reminisce with the past about his father, Han Solo, perhaps? I don't know. We kind of got this in the form of a deleted scene in The Force Awakens that never made it to the final cut of the movie, and it seems as so that maybe J.J. Abrams is trying to bring that back into an actual film on the big screen where everybody around the world can see this happen. Now, the other thing is, of course, Billy D. Williams as Lando Calrissian. Now, he's going to be on a gunner seat on top of this massive ship, and one of the set pieces will be rotating with a 360-degree green screen around them with dozens of extras. So a dozen extras with Billy D. and Eunice Swatama as Chewbacca will actually be acting out this scene. Now, this to me sounds like the Maz Kanata pirate ship that we have been hearing about for so long now, ever since May of 2018. This year, we've been hearing about Maz Kanata's new ship and how Lando Calrissian is a part of the crew, at least temporarily, fighting off First Order stormtroopers and, of course, TIE fighters. Now, if you had to really ask me about all of this, it sounds like this is going to be their version of the Jabba's sail barge scene in Return of the Jedi. Now, the last one that I do want to go over is Keri Russell's Mara. Again, Mara's just a code name. We're not quite sure what the official name of the character is going to be as of right now. It could be something completely different. But looking at Keri Russell and the fact that she does have a lot of experience when it comes to some action flicks out there and some, TV shows like The Americans, she's actually going to get a lot of action in this movie, one of which requires her to go on top of a speeder on an unknown world that has a lot of rivers and cliffs. Now, she will actually be going up against multiple different extras dressed as new creatures in Episode 9. So these creatures that we keep hearing about, is this a new clan that's going to go up against the First Order or the Resistance? Again, we're not quite sure exactly if Carrie is an enemy or a hero in this film. Is she going to be allied with Rey or Kylo Ren? That is something that's really unclear as of right now. Now, the top 4 actors for Episode 9, alright, the top 4 new characters that are actually going to be portrayed by different actors and actresses is Kerry Russell, Richard E. Grant, Dominic Monaghan, and Matt Smith. And those 4 characters, people are really looking forward to. Now, Naomi Ackie's character is actually said to be Lando Calrissian's daughter. I don't know if you guys heard about that plot leak just a couple of days ago that a lot of people were talking about. We'll have to wait and see if that actually is indeed the truth. That'll be pretty interesting, but I'm not quite sure because she doesn't really resemble Lando. But anyways, guys, I would love to hear your input about all of this below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.